This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. I'm Hal Mayer. A new study finds that even the best case scenario of only a 1-degree rise in global temperatures could increase the likelihood of extreme weather, including floods, droughts, and heat waves in the United States and around the world. The frequency of extreme climate and weather events is already increasing, and many scientists blame it on humans. The chances of biblical rain are much more likely with even a 1 degree Celsius increase, according to scientists who have no idea what biblical rain is really like. Damages from extreme weather and climate events have been increasing, and 2017 was the costliest year on record, said study lead author Noah Diffenbaugh of Stanford University. These rising costs are one of many signs that we are not prepared for today's climate, let alone for another degree of global warming, he added. Did you get that? His name is Noah, and he probably doesn't believe in God. Yet he's predicting more biblical rain and extreme weather. Something like the real biblical Noah? But is this scientist really a prophet? Not hardly. He's not advocating a change in attitude toward God. He's advocating a change in our attitude toward the climate. In 2017, 3 monster hurricanes and a ferocious wildfire season led to the costliest year for natural disasters on record in the U.S., with a damage cost of some $306 billion, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Keeping the world's temperatures to a 1 degree Celsius or 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit rise, informally known as an aspirational target of the Paris Agreement, compared with the actual commitment of a 2 degrees Celsius or 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit rise. Another 2 to 3 degrees Celsius of global warming would likely lead to 3 times as many record-breaking wet days across large chunks of the U.S., the study said. More worrisome, several studies have found that even if every nation follows through on its pledges to cut greenhouse gas emissions, already a big if, worldwide average temperatures would be likely to rise closer to 3 degrees Celsius or 5.4 degrees Fahrenheit this century, said the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. The Paris Climate Agreement was signed under pressure from Pope Francis that led to unprecedented geopolitical cooperation to keep the world's temperature from rising 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. And while greater increases in the likelihood of extreme weather events would be reduced if the world achieves the Paris deal's aspirational target, we still will be living in a climate that has substantially greater probability of unprecedented events than the one we're in now, Noah Diffenbaugh said. Previous studies from Diffenbaugh's team found global warming has increased the odds of the hottest events across more than 80% of the planet, while also increasing the likelihood of both wet and dry extremes. Jesus also predicted extreme weather and other natural disasters at the end of time. It's increasingly obvious that his predictions were precise, but Jesus was predicting the spiritual condition of the world as much as he was predicting extreme weather. He promised never to bring a second worldwide flood and signified it by the rainbow, which some rejectors of his law have co-opted for their own purposes, thereby further inviting divine displeasure and its consequential extreme events. Whether these are man-made or not is immaterial. Either they are man-made by human activity or man-made by human arrogance, pride, and rebellion. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. That's Luke 17, verses 26 and 27. What will happen to the planet according to the true prophet? Speaking of Satan, the prophet Isaiah says, "They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof?" Isaiah 14, 16 to 17. Did you notice the suggestion that extreme weather and war are related? Both bring terrible desolation to the great cities of the earth. Destruction of biblical proportions is on its way. The cities are death traps. Perhaps God even uses the scientific stones to cry out. For more on this, see The Great Controversy, page 653 to 661. This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. Thank you for watching.